KwaZulu-Natal police say 7 people have been found dead under a bridge in KwaMashu in an alleged vigilante attack. Police spokesperson Jay Naicker says the men were accused of being involved in criminal activity in townships. It's believed the men had been living under the bridge.
On Monday evening at approximately 2300 hours, police at KwaMashu received information that 7 men were attacked and shot underneath a railway bridge at the corner of Malandela Road and the M25 off-ramp. All 7 deceased were found lying next to a pillar of the railway bridge and in a straight line with gunshot wounds to the head. Police found 18 9mm spent cartridges on the crime scene. Information received from the crime scene indicated that the deceased lived underneath the bridge and were involved in criminality in that area. At this stage, the motive is suspected to be vigilantism. The case docket has been allocated to detectives from the Provincial Organized Crime Unit, and we are confident that they will be able to make a breakthrough in this matter.
Newzroom Afrika's Mnyandu is at the crime scene, and he joins us now this hour to tell us the very latest coming out of there. Ntando, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Tutuzile. As you correctly put it in your intro, that at least 7 people were gunned down here in this bridge behind me. It's alleged that they were found sleeping, and these people are believed to be what is commonly referred to as amapara, or what we used to call street kids, but they are no longer street kids because that's adult people. But it's alleged that they were involved in some criminal activities, and we have learned that from the KwaMashu Community Policing Forum. But to discuss more about that, let me bring in Spokesperson Ntini, who is the leader of the KwaMashu Community Policing Forum. Babu Ntini, 7 people were shot here. When we spoke to you earlier on, you were saying that most of these guys, they are involved in criminal activities. What has been your experience as the CPF, in trying to curb and shoot down crime levels in KwaMashu?
Ngithanda ukubingelela okokuqala nje into eyenzakalayo la nami ephizolo ebusuku ngitholile ukuthi nginabafowethu abathe ukulimala la abawu7 iningi labo kuthiwa yilaba fethu ababizwa ngamaphara kuthiwa kufika indoda athize yafika bavulela ngohlamvu khona le ndawo. So ngokwethu njengabantu abavikela umphakathi KwaMashu sekuyintsakavukela ukuthi abafowethu laba ababizwa ngamaphara bengabi nayo indawo yokuhlala emakhaya bagcine behlala la. So kubalula ukuthi nabantu ababanjwe inkunzi kwenye indawo uma besolele kubona bamane balimaza noma ubaba. Kuyisigameko esibhlungu lesi esilisana naso kangokuba namaphoyisa la KwaMashu silisana nawo njengoba kuyithina esivikela umphakathi. Bathona le ndawo bawuthi uyayithatha uyayibuka iningi labafowethu abaqhamuka kuyona le ndawo kuthiwa abafowethu balimalele kuyona yilaba bafowethu ngempela sibabiza ngamaphara nalaba bafowethu abaxosha insimbi. So njengomphakathi siyafisa ukuthi le ndawo ke ibhekeleleke ngenye indlela kangokuba le ndawo siyiyona izindi saziwa ukuthi izinda samaphara.
Okay, Tutuzile, just, to come in there, Mr. Ntini is saying, it's believed that these guys who were shot here, they were accosted by someone who found them sitting down there, and they started opening fire. It's believed that, or it's alleged that they may have been involved in some criminal activities, and now the guy that came, with the firearm came to avenge, for some crime that was done against them, But what Mr. Ntini is saying as well is that, as you can see in our visuals, people who walk through this passage are people normally who are referred to as amapara, people who would go around collecting scrap metals, and at times they are always, found to be, on the other side on the other end of the law, breaking the law, mugging people, But now what is ironic is that this is happening just, when you see the building right across at the biggest police station here, which is KwaMashu police station, so all this thing is happening just behind a police station. But what Mr. Ntini is also saying is that crime seems to be, raging in this area. You would know that not so long ago we reported about a shootout between a group of criminals and some members of the National Intervention Unit, and that happened whilst simultaneously another scene was active in Umzinyati. So it would seem that there is a high, concern amongst community members here, including the CPF, which refers to themselves as Ibutolgang Logote, meaning they leave no stone unturned when it comes to fighting crime. But I want to bring in the brother of one of the deceased. I think it's the first time that we speak to someone related to the guys that were shot last night. Putwam, igama nesibongo.
Nkosongqobo.
Okay. Putwam, kwenzakaleni uzwe
kuseni ngizwe isigameko esenzekelile kuthiwa umfowethu osekhaya uphila asekho emhlabeni ufuya walimala elimazwa abantu nawe singabazi nathi lethi yamphatha buhlungu le njengoba ngifikile ekuseni ngingafiki nene yamphatha buhlungu le njengisingiza manje ngithi ngobheka ukuthi yini into enzeka mfowethu ngoba hanacala ayenze lutho ubheme idakamizwa kuphela ayaphoqa umuntu akenzi lutho manje mesukwenzeka kanjena sesihlahlekela umfana esekhaya zalo ubhuti wami matofuzi imphatha buhlungu le nto.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yebo ngiyabonga.
Well, Tutuzile, as you hear, he says that, his brother was not a criminal per se. The only thing that he did was only using drugs. But now they heard that he was killed with the manner that he was, killed. It's believed that these 7 people were all shot in the head, execution style, and they were, put in a straight line. They were found lying next to one of the pillars of the railway bridge behind me. So we'll try and talk to as many community members as possible, but the word on the street is that this group of people are terrorizing the community in one way or the other. There are a lot of criminal activities going on in areas such as this one behind me. With that, it's back to you in studio.
Ntando, Mnyandu, thank you very much for that report.